Hello everybody and welcome back to Robert's Reviews. Today I have another Robert's Thoughts episode. It's going to be a little edited but not super edited, but I want to bring this up because I just woke up to my first negative comment, and I just want to share with you how I dealt with it and the other ways you can deal with it. This is for other YouTubers who might have this issue and not know how to deal with it. It's also a little diary for me in case, I'm like, oh, I need to go back to, what I did in the beginning. And it's for you guys to understand how negative comments can affect people and all that stuff. And I apologize if I feel like, ooh, because I just woke up and I wasn't feeling good last night. I woke up literally like 10 minutes ago, so let's go ahead and start talking about it. So I woke up today, and I got my first ever negative comment. And it is on my video for Shoplifters of the World, which came out yesterday. The movie came out yesterday, and my review came out yesterday, which isn't a very good movie, if we're being totally honest. Is it fun? Sure. Is it enjoyable? Like, audiences are going to find something to like about it. They will. It's got good music. It's fun to listen to. It's got some interesting storylines. But overall, I just said it's not a very good movie, and I think it was a C+. So then, and I'm allowed to share the comment because it is a public comment, so I can share it with everybody. So this video is dedicated to Bruno Fettucini, who gave my first ever negative comment, which, by the way, I don't hate negative comments. Like, you can be negative. You can be like, hey, I don't really like your video. This is why, and that's totally fine. I encourage that. If you don't follow my opinion, I don't want you to just, like, ignore that you don't like my opinion. Tell me about it. Be like, hey, I think you're wrong. And I'd be like, cool, let's discuss that. Why do you think I'm wrong? Maybe you'll change my mind. Maybe I'll change your mind. Maybe none of us will change. That's the whole cool idea about building a community here, right? Is we can have a community where we can just talk about movies. That's why I started this YouTube channel in the first place, was like when I was younger and growing up and especially recently, I just talk about movies so much. I really do. I talk about them with my brother, I talk about them with my friend Randy, and like Jake sometimes, and Cody, and so I feel like I was like, you know what, I need to be able to tell everyone my thoughts about movies, and I really have enjoyed doing it, and so I'm really happy that I have. So let's go ahead and get into his comment. I'm going to read you the whole comment, I'm going to dive into it, and then kind of dissect it into his parts. First, the story idea comes from the song Hang the DJ. You don't even know how to review this movie if you are not familiar with the material. Also, you don't know how to review anything since you are a clueless, bumbling idiot. What a shame. That was his comment. Okay. First of all, very good intro. The story idea comes from the song Hang the DJ. Okay? First of all, helpful. I did know that. I did know that. But thank you because I didn't put it in the video. That's my bad. I also don't particularly care, if I'm being totally honest with you. I appreciate the input, I do, but I don't care. All right, let's just get into that first. You should attribute who made that song. I know who made that song, because it was in the movie, but you need to credit that in case I didn't know, right? Like, if I were to go around being like, oh, my favorite song is, I don't know, say High Hopes, right, by Panic! At the Disco. If I didn't say by Panic! At the Disco, there's a chance somebody would think of a different song. So, Mr. Fettucini, consider doing that. And then he says, you don't even know how to review this movie if you're not familiar with the material. On the contrary, my friend, I try to go into things with an unbiased perspective, right? I don't like to see the material that I'm basing something off of, if I can help it. Okay, because I'm not judging the adaptation, right? I'm judging the movie, right? Like, people who watch Harry Potter, right, the movies, there's a good chance they're going to be disappointed because they've read the books, and there's some differences. I've read the books and I've watched the movies. I grew up watching all that, and I just feel like you're setting yourself up for expectations, right? And for you, the story comes from the song Hang the DJ. Okay, for one, it's a song, right, which is in the movie. Okay, so I get it, and I'm familiar with the song, so I don't see how that kind of connects to your point here. You can't just say that I can't do something because you are mad at my opinion, It's like if I were walking around saying, like, what's a good example? Oh, Joker's an awful movie. Okay, they're like, oh, well, you don't know anything about Batman, so how can you judge this movie? And it's like, this movie has nothing to do with Batman at all. So it doesn't quite connect. And while I appreciate that maybe you're trying to say you should listen to the song, then just say that. Be like, hey, listen to the song, think about it again. In which case, I would. I'd listen to the song and I'd be like, you know what? Does this increase the value of the movie? And I'm telling you it doesn't, as somebody who has heard the song. It doesn't. It doesn't help the movie at all. I get the point of the movie. I do. I understand what the point of the movie was trying to do. It just didn't do it very well. So that was the first part. And then he said, also, you don't know how to review anything since you're a clueless, bumbling idiot. I'd like to think that's false. I do think I bumble a bit. I stutter. I don't like talking in front of people. I don't. I have developed a stage fright recently. I've always kind of had stage fright, but I also do theater, so it's hard to like balance those. But yes, I do stutter, mainly because my brain is going way too fast for my mouth to speak. So if I stutter, I apologize. But why are you bullying people for it? It's like, how does that affect your life in any way, shape, or form? There's literally nothing that you can do about it, right? Just don't watch my videos, right? If you don't like that I stutter sometimes, just don't watch my videos. That's the easiest thing in the world, right? It's like, for instance, Ben Shapiro, okay? I don't watch Ben Shapiro because I don't like Ben Shapiro, but I can see how people could not like the tone of his voice, right? It's very high and nasally, okay? So if people don't like his voice, just don't watch Ben Shapiro then. If you don't like that I stutter sometimes and you can't appreciate the content that I'm putting out, right? If you can't look past the fact that I am tired right now, my eyes aren't very animated, and I'm stuffy inside because I haven't like woken up and done stuff yet because I was so moved to make this video. If you can't get past that and just listen to the message, that's on you. That is a shame. Also, just calling someone an idiot is just not nice. It's just really not. You shouldn't do that. I don't know why I'm the one telling you this. I feel like you should know this by now. You shouldn't just call people an idiot. It just doesn't look good on you, right? Because then there's the 104 subscribers I have that are with me, that are behind me. They're like, hey, this guy's not an idiot, and we like listening to him. So then it makes you look like you don't know what you're talking about. So just consider that when you're posting on public spaces. When I post in public spaces, I'm very careful because I post sometimes with my Roberts Reviews logo. And I don't want to do anything at all to taint that, okay? Because that is my brand. And you are telling the people that see this comment, which will probably be quite a few people now that I'm sharing it, that Bruno Fettucini thinks that this movie reviewer doesn't know what he's doing, right? Which can hurt business, which can, theoretically speaking, be libel. And if you don't know what libel is, it's illegal. It is when you can spread false information that is also negative, right? In which case, I could report that, and then it'd be a huge, long court battle, in which case, I might win this one. I'm not going to, but I'm saying I could, because it could be libel, because then I could say, oh, because he posted this, I'm getting less money, I'm getting less revenue, I'm getting less views. I could show that. However, I don't care. And if I cared, I would have done something else about this comment, okay? And I do want to talk about one more thing. I don't have to like the movies that you like. For instance, The Devil All the Time, right, which is one of my all-time favorite movies. I actually just finished reading the book right here yesterday. And so I really like the movie. I really do. I think it's perfect. But Rotten Tomatoes only gave it a 64. And I'm like, oh, well, that kind of sucks. But I don't have to agree with them. I don't. I can think a movie's great, and somebody could be like, wow, that's really bad. I don't want to share this with you, but I'm going to. Your movie that you are defending here only has, I think it's a 36 on Rotten Tomatoes right now. That's a shame. In your own words, what a shame. I do appreciate that you like the movie. I do. I think it's great that you do. I want you to like a movie, okay? If you like this movie, good for you. I'm not saying you're dumb because you like the movie, right? There are people out there that like Evan Almighty, and I'm like, wow, That's a shame. But, like, you know what? If it brings you joy, good. That's what these movies are for. Like, I go to sleep watching Spider-Man and like all those kind of movies and superhero movies and stuff, and I love it. And then there are people who are like, wow, that movie's really, really bad. And I'm like, that's fine. You're more than welcome to think that. I don't care. Okay, I don't. I care that you like it. Okay, I don't. I'm telling you my thoughts here, right? I'm giving you my take on the movie. And if you don't like my take on the movie, that's great. Put it in the comments down below, like Bruno did. I appreciate that you did that. But then you followed it up with such rudeness and disrespectfulness that I didn't know how to follow it. I was like, wow, this is a really interesting first part of the comment. And then it's just like, oh, but you don't know how to do things because you're really bad at it and you're bumbling and you're an idiot. And it's like, you just discredited yourself, right? Because if you had been respectful in this comment, I would have been very excited to talk to you about it. We could have had an actual intelligent and intellectual conversation about the meaning behind the movie and all these subtexts of all of these musics that they're putting in there. And instead, you ended with bumbling idiot. And I'm like, well, why did you have to do that? You didn't have to do that at all. Also, you mentioned the word clueless. I'm not clueless, okay, because I watch movies all the time, for one. For two, I am in a filmmaking class, and I'm in school for media studies. And like recently, I think this year I've only missed like maybe 3 or 4 days of releases for my YouTube channel. So like I'm watching things all the time. Like it's a burden, but it's a fun burden. And so I like to think that I'm not clueless. Maybe I'm not Rotten Tomatoes worthy yet. You know, I understand that I'm not perfect, but it's my thoughts. If you don't like that I'm not like an actual Rotten Tomatoes reviewer yet, don't watch me until I am. That's on you. You get to choose what you watch on YouTube. That is great. You get to choose what movies you watch. So if you choose to watch Shoplifters of the World, good for you. Like, I also watched it. So it's like, I spent $5 on it. Was it worth $5? No. But did I spend it? Yes. And so it's like, I'm trying to get to your point of view, and I'm having a hard time. So I'm going to go ahead and share my response with you, because there's a lot of things you can do. The first thing you can do is you can just take the comment down. You can just say, delete this comment, and take it off completely. I don't want to have to do that. I really don't, because you see, the issue with that is that I'm restricting the speech of my community, right? And I don't really want to do that. I do sometimes, because some people post, and they're bots. They're just bots that post this on every YouTube video. They just post links to dating websites and stuff. That happens a lot. So what I do is I usually just take them down, or I flag them, which I'll get into later. But you can also just straight up take it down. I didn't want to take Mr. Fettucini. I didn't want to take his comment down because why? Why would I do that? You're welcome to share your opinion. I'm not going to take it down because you're mean to me. That's just like, that's very opinionated. It's like, I'm not going to take McChickens off of the McDonald's menu because I don't like McChickens. Like, if this comment adds something to the community in some way, shape, or form, so I'm going to keep it up there, but I'm not going to leave it by itself. I'm not going to let him just say that and me not do anything about it. So, I chose to respond. And I said this: thank you for your comment. However, in the future, try to keep your language respectful and constructive, as I am trying to build a community that can lift people up instead of tearing people down. You are very welcome to have an opinion that isn't mine. And in parentheses, I encourage it. Strictly speaking, if a movie is bad, it's bad. But that doesn't mean that you can't enjoy it. And that's what I replied to him. I'm going to break that down real quick too. So first, thank you for your comment. I like to do that a lot on my YouTube channel because I love talking with the comments. I do. If you guys want to comment on this video, please do. I love talking to people in my community and my Robert's Reviews community, and I'd love to talk to you about it. And so I said, keep your language respectful and constructive, because I don't want all my comment section to be negative, not even necessarily towards me, but towards my followers. If you're saying that I'm an idiot, you're also you're kind of saying that the people that watch me are idiots, and I don't think that's not fair at all. And so just be careful with that. You can say that you don't like what I think respectfully. You can do it in a way that is respectful and is nice, but you choose to go out of your way to do things the difficult way. Like, why do you have to do that? You can be nice, just do it. And so I mentioned that, like, I'm trying to build a community here, and that's really where it's at. But more specifically, of course, a nice community. I don't want a community full of negativity. I started this YouTube channel because I like to talk about movies, and because I want to talk to other people about movies. I'm telling the world, right? This is public. This is open. And then there are individuals that come to me, and they talk to me all the time. Like, for instance, Skippy Midnight, who also commented on this video, commented that he needs to go see this movie now because he loves the Smith. And I believe I said, that's fair. Like, that if you like this movie because you like the Smiths, that's totally fair. I get it. If somebody made a bad movie about Panic at the Disco, I'd still probably like it. I just don't really like the Smiths. It's not like my band, And so I'm able to respect that comment because he was nice about it. And not only that, but we talk to each other all the time. Like, we have a steady stream of communication, which is really nice. And eventually I'm going to want to collab with him, hopefully soon. So Skippy Midnight, if you watch this, we should collab soon. So I mentioned that. I said, you're welcome to have an opinion that isn't mine. I encourage it, which is 100% true. If you don't like a movie that I said was fantastic, tell me, but do it nicely. I love to have these conversations. And I said, if a movie's bad, it's bad, strictly speaking, which is true. Like The Room, for instance. There are people that like The Room because it's bad. You're allowed to like a movie if it's bad. It doesn't mean that you can't like it. Like, I don't understand how those two connect at all, but whatever. It doesn't matter. Moving on. So that's what I decided to do. I decided to respond to him, and maybe he'll respond back to me, maybe he won't. I also liked his comment. I thought about disliking it for a bit, but I was like, I want to build him up. I want to help the guy. I don't want to negatively reflect on him either. That's not fair to me, and it's not fair to him if I'm, speaking about being nice in public comments and then being negative in comments. That's not right. That's hypocritical. So I like this comment. Another thing you can do is you can flag. So essentially what you can do is you can hit the comment. You can do this too, I believe. You can hit the comment, you can flag it for spam, or you can flag it for inappropriate content, which I could have done here because he called me an idiot. A clueless, bumbling idiot. But I didn't because I want to have a conversation with him. I want him to get back to me, and I want to help him realize what he's doing wrong, which is why I made this video. It's partly for him, it's partly for me, it's partly for everyone out there who has to deal with this, and for people who don't have a YouTube channel and they're curious about how it works. So you can definitely flag things. And what happens, I believe, is YouTube will just take the comment off from public and then read it, decide if it's bad. If it's bad, they'll keep it off. If it's good, they'll put it right back on. Which is an interesting way to do it, but I think it works. I've only flagged a couple comments on my list, so it's not a huge deal. But overall, again, really what it comes down to here is, like, I'm just trying to build a community, right? This is Robert's Reviews. It is a brand. This is me. I'm putting myself into this. And I work every day on this. There's not a single day that goes by that I'm not working on this YouTube channel. Because I'm watching movies literally every day, and I'm thinking about them critically. And I'm having a great time doing it. And so thank you for all of you who, they're coming onto the channel, you're watching it, you're subscribing, and you're commenting nicely. To those who are constantly negatively commenting on anybody's YouTube channel, there's just no reason to. I don't know why you do it. It doesn't give you any good. It doesn't give me any good. It's not good for anybody. Just calm down. Take a moment to appreciate the type of content I'm putting out there, right? If you're like, wow, this guy stutters a lot, so he's obviously bumbling, and wow, he's clueless because he hasn't even listened to the song, which I have, and wow, he's an idiot because I don't like his opinions. It's like, just think about it for a second. Be like, wow, maybe this guy has got something to say. Maybe I can help him see that the movie's better. And, like, maybe I will. Maybe you're like, wow, I actually really like that the straight gay guy was able to keep it secret for a long time and then was able to just kind of smoothly transition into being gay, and which was not a very good smooth transition, but you're welcome to say that, and maybe I would agree with you. And, like, I don't understand why you have to be negative about it. So just think about that next time you post on a YouTube comment, and be aware that, what you say can affect others. And you just be lucky that I don't care about negative comments. I care about them, obviously. Enough about it to make a 20-minute video. But, like, it's not going to affect me because I have a really strong group of friends who are with me this whole time. And, like, if I ever have any problems, I can just text them and be like, hey, is my content good? And they'll tell me yes or no. And I never heard any negative comments before, and I've uploaded like almost 300 videos by now. It's got to be close to that. So like I'm pretty proud to have made it this far. And I planned on making a video the first time I got a negative comment anyway. I did, and I'm really happy I could do it today. Because I think this needs to be out there. I think people need to know about this, and I think that a lot of people are going to like this video. They're going to be able to watch it and connect with what I'm saying here and ignore all of my stuttering. But that's going to do it for me today. Thank you all for so much for watching this video. I apologize for the stuttering in all my videos, but I do it a lot, and if you don't like it, that's a problem. It's a you thing. I can't fix it, okay? I just can't. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing and commenting down below what you guys thought on the content of this video. And as always, keep watching movies and television, stay educated, and I'll see you guys in the next video.